Hi, I'm Mark from eReplacementParts.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the housing set on your Weed Eater RTE113C string trimmer. Now I'll remove the spool. You just simply pull straight out of the trimmer. Now I'll remove the spool retainer. It's held in place with a couple of metal tabs. You can push those tabs through from the outside of the spindle and then pull the retainer out of the spindle. Now I can remove the return spring. Now I'll remove the guard. The guard's secured with a couple of plastic tabs. You'll need to carefully bend these up and out of the way. And then the guard rotates off of the housing. Now I can remove one half of the motor housing set. It's secured with 6 screws. There also might be a decal between the two halves of the housing. If there is, you'll want to slice that with a knife. Now I can pull the motor and the shaft away from the housing. Now I'll replace the motor and hub assembly and the tube assembly into the housing. Now I can go ahead and replace the other half of the motor housing assembly. Before I do that though, I want to take a minute and make sure I have all the wires out of the way, so when I put the two halves together, they don't get pinched. You'll notice that there's some little slots in the motor housing, and those are for the wires to be pressed down into. And then I'll secure the housing with the screws. Now I can replace the shield assembly. I slide it over the spool and then line up the slots and tabs on the trimmer. Then it just twists into place. Now I'll replace the return spring. Now I can replace the spool retainer. I'll slide it into the shaft, then use a pair of pliers to squeeze the two metal tabs together. Then continue to push it down into the shaft. Now I'll replace the spool. I'll thread the trimmer line through the eyelet in the outer part of the trimmer head, and then the spool just snaps in place. And that's how you can replace the housing set on your Weed Eater RTE113C string trimmer. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to leave a comment or ask us a question.